You are watching Travel World Online.
So I'm attending this iato convention, and there are great discussion around the challenges before inbound tourism, the opportunities and future growth of inbound tourism, and as we all understand, inbound tourism is now recovering. We've already recovered about 80%, and post-pandemic, our effort is to promote sustainable tourism. There are a large number of lesser-known destinations, and we need to promote and bring these destinations on the world map, and that is how the full potential of India's tourism sector will be exploited. So how sustainable the sustainability of tourism? The current level of sustainability, yes, we need to improve. Some of the hotel chains have adopted sustainable practices, but a lot more needs to be done. All other stakeholders have also to be sensitized. The entire value chain has to be part of this mainstreaming of sustainable tourism. So whether it's tour operator, whether it is attractions, whether it is destinations, all of them have to contribute to this change. But I'm sure we are all moving in the right direction, and we are adopting more and more sustainable and responsible practices. And our tourism sector will definitely grow to be a sustainable and responsible tourism sector.
First, I want to congratulate iato EC and the President Rajiv for a fabulous session as always. The support of the political and the bureaucratic administration demonstrates how tourism is becoming increasingly important. What's also critical is that the number of topics which have been discussed are obviously very important. The key thing now is how to implement them, and uh, uh, I think the key aspect about tourism is the fact that tourism is a jurisdiction of many administrations across either in the state level or the central level. So it's very important that all the points that have been discussed come on the wavelength of the local administration or the state level or the central, so that it becomes a shared vision for all of them to implement. And then as industry we need to ensure and also follow up that the points which have been discussed are in motion and are being implemented, or there's a timeline to implementation.
Hello, good morning. I am Yuvraj Padole from Madhya Pradesh Tourism Board, and we are happy to be here in iato Convention, Aurangabad, which is the 38th edition of iato Convention. And the objective of participating in these kind of conventions is to promote the tourism products of the state. And when we say to promote the products, that means we always like to showcase or present the state and its tourism activities in front of the tour operators, travel agents, media, and people who are interested to know about it. And this kind of updation of activities and the events which we are doing in Madhya Pradesh is very, very important, I feel. So this year, to tell you about the recent things, we have curated some tourist destination promotion events, and we call them festivals. So Chanderi Festival is one of them, which is going to be held in this month only from 5th of October. And this is to promote the textile. Chanderi Textile is a small village, and which is very well known for its fabric, and to promote these kind of niche tourism products, textile tourism, and also to provide them a kind of exposure. Government's objective is to win the situations in three folds, like providing the employment to the local communities, and they also feel their involvement in these kind of festivals, bringing media and tour operators to that destination so that the destination gets uplifted, destination gets promoted, and also to support people, their socio-economic standard of life. So we have selected few more festivals like this. Besides Chanderi, we have Gandhi Sagar Festival, we have Jal Mahotsav, we have Mandu Festival, we have Orcha Festival. So there are many events which are consistently going on in Madhya Pradesh. And not only these kind of events, but we also organize some activities like monsoon marathon in Pachmari, like heritage walks, like cycling expeditions, biking expeditions. And we always tell people that it is absolutely safe to travel in Madhya Pradesh. Maybe a solo woman traveler or ladies group traveling or senior citizens. I was conducting one session in the morning, the first session. It was on connectivity, air, road and rail. It was a wonderful session. We had some very eminent panelists in our session, and they gave their very wonderful insights and recommendations. And I'm sure it will be good for the future. We were talking of connectivity of roads, and as we all know, the road network in India is really increasing, and the highways are getting extraordinary. We spoke about the Crystal report, which says 32 to 35 kilometers of highways are being constructed every day. And as per our Honorable North Minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, he has assured us that the speed of the highways will be almost 40 kilometers a day. We also spoke about the new rails, the Vande Bharat Express, the new the revamped railway stations. We spoke about airports, we spoke about connectivity by flights, the Udan scheme, and so many new airports are being made and or improved, including Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, Kochi, Hyderabad, and many new airports being constructed in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, which is a very positive sign. The eminent panelists discussed about this. They gave their very valuable viewpoints and inputs. It was a wonderful session.
Takeaway from this today's session, I can say that one was the plus point. I spoke for the drivers. Everybody knows that driving is the toughest job in India or anywhere in the world. I can say that, and the social status of driver is also not taken into consideration, and especially the kids or even the drivers also, they don't think the kid becomes driver, or kids they don't admire to become a driver. So we need to do a lot of things for the drivers. Plus if we really want to be on the roadmap on the world in terms of tourism. Let's say the Paris getting around 40 million tourists in a year, London getting 30 million, New York getting 60 million, and India is getting minuscule, just 6 million in a year. And we have to reach those numbers. If we have to reach those numbers, we all stakeholders, let's say iato, ITA, Hotel Federation, Faith, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of External Affairs, DOT, Ministry of Highways, Road and Highways, they all have to come under one roof, and they will have to select the expert in their fields and come under the one board and make one tourism board, so that all the resolutions they can be passed under the one board, all the expertise they can give their opinions, and to take to India tourism further. I am very optimistic. We have got really huge potential in terms of tourism in India.
iato convention this year is a huge success in my viewpoint. The attendance, the participation has been overwhelming. I was personally not very optimistic in terms of its location and access and the flights, but the delegates have been, they have attended in huge numbers from all the corners of India, and the deliberations have been very successful, very positive, very educative.
Don't you think connectivity is a little issue?
Connectivity is an issue, but that is the whole reason why we are here. The Aurangabad was there in our itineraries some 10 to 15 years ago, and then it was sidelined. And now we have brought this convention with this objective that this comes into forefront, and as the demand increases, the connectivity, the hotel accommodation, the infrastructure will also come back.
We have discussed with the hotels and the airlines about restarting the same enthusiasm, same thing about this city again and bringing back this city, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, to the tourism sector once again. We have discussed with the airline, different stakeholders, and we had the nod from the government that they will definitely do something for this city. This city has a lot of potential. Not only this city connects to other cities also like Nasik and Mumbai. And I'm 100% sure, like we felt and we had the figure from other states where we did our previous convention, that this city will be definitely benefited from this convention.
Sudhir Patil, Chairman Meena World. I'm very happy that I'm in Sambhajinagar, Aurangabad, in attending iato convention. This is the first time iato convention happening in our Maharashtra state. So I'm very proud and happy to receive all iato delegates here. Good interaction. Last 2 days, very good interaction here. A lot of sessions attended by all delegates, and we have a lot of deliberations about tourism, inbound as well as domestic tourism. This is first time Maharashtra is projecting to all the iato delegates Maharashtra in true sense. So I'm very happy and look forward that all delegates will take in good spirit and try their best to promote Maharashtra to inbound tourists as well as domestic tourists also. Thank you very much.
You attended almost all the sessions. So, which sessions do you find, brainstorming session? You would say?
All sessions were very good, educative and interactive. We get to know the truth, what's happening down the line, and very eye-openers rather, I will say that, and happy that there is a lot of deliberations are there. Right things generated and passed on to the right authorities, and that is, I think, success of each and every session, what's happening here. Very happy because and that's the reason I'm attending each and every session here.
I am Ravi Gosai, Vice President IATO and Managing Director Airport Travels Private Limited. We are very happy to have IATO convention this year in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, which was formerly known as Aurangabad. And I'm sure after this Aurangabad will get facelift and it will come prominently on itineraries, because all the tour operators who are visiting here, they will go back and they have seen Aurangabad. Many of them seen Aurangabad after so many years. So for them it's a surprise that the city has been very clean up and came out as a urban town now. Hotels are very good, they all are renovated, and I'm sure and also the transport is very good here. I was not expecting in the beginning because it's not that popular city like in other places. So I'm sure when the demand will increase, then you will have more flights and more hotels will come up. And thanks to Maharashtra Tourism that they have invited us to Aurangabad.
Talking about your session, what was the comment from your session?
I conducted one session on technology, because we cannot think tourism without technology in future. So even when I'm talking on this phone, this is also technology, when it will go digitally to all the people around the world. So we all have to understand and learn that how we can implement technology in one or another way. And there should be a beginning somewhere. So this is what we talked about in the session, and it was very fruitful session. We had two technological guys on the session, and I think conventions are always, our annual conventions are always good for the destination, and I'm sure in next 2 to 3 years we'll see 20 to 30% growth in inbound tourism to Aurangabad.
You are watching Travel World Online.